Yo. I want to talk about the Devstream 175. I'm going to be leaving some of it on the background, but I'm not going to be going on exactly everything that he talked about. I just want to comment a bit on it. So, Heirloom Collection is going away. Okay. Even though I think they look really good, I have a hard time making a good fashion frame for it. Just making it match and be really good for my taste. If they make something new and good for the next year, I might buy it. If not, okay. New Nightwave coming, Intermission 5 looks the average. We're getting some new cosmetics and stuff, and that's pretty okay. Some armor sets for the companions based on the Warframe Deluxe skins, like the Amber one and the Frost one. Also, a new Fire Cyandana and a Frost armor. Frosty armor, should I say. Game Awards, we're getting a present, a mystery present that's going to be open on during the Game Awards, and also who watch it, and I think you need the Twitch Prime, you're going to be getting a free Savagot. Pretty okay, free stuff. Why not? Whispers on the Wall. About the pay to skip, they say they canceled it, but it's there. If you think about it, who they wanted to buy the boosters, or the pack that puts you on a rank 3, and then just you get the frames mastery and some mods, if I'm not wrong. Who's gonna buy that? Low mastery rank players, like really low mastery rank players. How really low mastery rank players get platinum? They probably buy it. Yeah, so that's still there. But removing the mastery rank prerequisite from the quest, that's a really good thing. About the Grimoire, they talked a bit about on the beginning and then more in depth on towards the end. But the Grimoire is gonna be pretty interesting. Just like the kit guns have their unique ways of making them part by part. The differential of the Tome class is gonna be that you can equip aura and strike mods that are gonna affect the weapon differently, and it's gonna be a unique twist for them, and I think it's gonna be really good. Looks promising. Other than that, new enemy types, Necrodogs and a new Necromech, and some more types of enemies from the Murmur faction. It's always good to have new enemies. Another interesting thing is, are we getting a new Bane maybe for these things? That's a good question. Or maybe, who knows? Who knows what Bane is gonna work with them, or if there's gonna be even one. Then, changes on enemy Necromechs. The Void Rig is not gonna have the invulnerability window anymore, which for us it's a good thing. And we're getting our mechs, the ones we use, are getting touched more in a future, in echoes of the Whispers on the Wall. That's gonna be probably gonna be good, especially if we can have it them better. New Syndicate, the Caveat, that is gonna be, I think it's gonna be very interesting, since they are not, they pushed it hard to not give any spoiler there. So very interesting. Quarex, the new Warframe. To be completely honest, if the beam is something really good, then I think we might have something interesting going on with this frame. If not, I don't know. It seems like the average frame with some uniqueness to it, but at the same time, it doesn't seem like it's gonna fit anywhere in the game. Just like those frames that are really interesting, but they don't have a specific mission that makes them shine. Quarex, that's what I feel about Quarex. Maybe with the shards we're getting something good for everyone, but who knows. Then arch guns are getting punched through, increased damage for some, even up to double the damage. That is really crazy. Overguard and summon, it's gonna be a good thing. The Mandanel is a quick shot, is like a Dragoon, which is a piece of crap, but at least for me. Charged shot seems interesting, even though I couldn't really understand what it's gonna do. But they said, I think Pablo said one of the effects, and the other ones are not revealed yet. So it's probably gonna be something interesting to see. Melee. We got the Tennokai, Exilus slot, and Arcane slot. That's gonna be really good. In one way, it gets me super excited, super pumped for it, but in the other way, it's kind of scary to think about where are we going with that. There's a whole thing you need to think about how much the power creep, how much stronger are we gonna get versus what they're gonna put us to go against. I mean, Overguard is already a stupidly way to counter frames, but we'll have to see. If they already did nullifiers and Overguard. It's Overguard. Yeah, I think it's Overguard for enemies. That's gonna be crazy to think about what they might add next. Let's see. New game modes. Oh, before that, the Tennokai. Tennokai is gonna be really interesting. Getting some free and faster heavy attacks. That sounds really good. We're just kind of almost all the time not spending our combo, so that's a new spice to what we're already doing. Seems promising too. New game modes. Alchemy, Endless Mode. Yes, thank you. I just really like Endless Modes. And this one really seems interesting. We can use, Pablo said you can use the grenades aggressively against the enemies or use them on the Crucible to go and actually complete the objective. So I think we're seeing some interesting stuff. Netra Cells. It's vault hunting with a twist. And not only having already twist, the reward is gonna be some Archon shards. I think it's probably gonna be weekly. You can do like maybe 3 or 4 weekly, and you're getting extra Archon shards. Yeah, the more Archon shards, the better. And it's really, really, really good to see that we're getting not only more ways of getting Archon shards, but that we're getting new Archon shards. That is just amazing. Really, really good. Because there's a ton of frames, and if you want to Archon shard every single frame, you're gonna be able to faster. And then there's a fragmented assassination that we're gonna be hunting the Tengosaurus there. That is that thing. It's an assassination with a twist because there are phases to the fight, and that's about it. New operation that's gonna be giving us cosmetics, which is not part of the new game modes, but okay. It's a new Signa to crown type decoration for your Warframe. And the 0.5 part of the new mission types, they said, we're gonna get 3.5. So the 0.5 is a new freaking mirror defense type, which sucks. The new Archon shards. This is something extremely interesting. This is something that might change the game completely. They said that we shouldn't be screenshotting the thing and that everything is subjectable to change. But holy Jesus, that seems super crazy. Even if it's something any close to that. I know if it's not going to be that, but even something close to that, we're already going to be seeing a shift in the metas for the game, and we might see some frames just starting to shine like crazy. I think that just how crazy is that? If we are able to increase the max stacks of corrosive, are we gonna be able to like what? Who knows, armor strip with corrosive like hydrate, but instead of 10 to get to 12, or who knows? Just judging by the how crazy these buffs or these option of buffs look, we might be having a limitation towards the use of these coalescent shards. That's how they are called, but we'll have to see. You know, but they say it's not gonna be that. Even if it's something close to that, it's gonna be kind of crazy. Okay, that's just what I wanted to say. And if they're gonna be top forged or not, that's TBD. Oh, let's see. After the Operation Gargoyle's Cry, there is the Arcane Dissolution, that is big. That is freaking big. I'd rather keep doing my steel path like I just do, and I like doing my steel path stuff, and never have to put a foot in the plains of Eidolon and have to kill Eidolons, because I think that's boring as fuck. I respect that there are players that actively hunt that, and you can do whatever you like. People might think that going to level cap is worthless, and indeed it is in a way, you know. I just don't have. I have like zero fun doing Eidolons, so I just don't do them. But there are people who run those and are able to get some records and stuff, and that I truly respect it. But I am gonna spend all my steel path arcanes, transform them into phosphor, and then use the phosphor to buy the Eidolon packs if I ever need any arcane from that, or I just, who knows. You can buy them with platinum too. But just having a use for old and unused arcane is gonna be big. Being able to buy packs from different places, you know. It's a loot box, and loot boxes are usually not good, but just having a use for those 400, 300, 500 of the arcanes you get from the steel path, it's gonna be good, you know. That's good. Let's see. Melee arcanes, are not gonna be included on the beginning. Then they're gonna talk about the grimoire mods and stuff. Gauss Prime. Gauss Prime is very unique, not because it's Gauss, but because of the weapons we're getting. We're getting the 2 signature weapons for Gauss, which I think it's the first time we're ever seeing that. That I don't think there's ever been a frame launching with 2 signature weapons. We even have frames that didn't have signature weapons. I think the Mirage Prime was one of those cases where she has the Axani, but the Axani was not primed. I'm gonna talk more about that in another video. Mobile's coming next year. You can already, sign up for that. Cross save is gonna be incremental, because they don't want to F things up for some people. Who knows, you might lose your account in the process. So trust the process, let them founders try it first, then they're going to be releasing it over time. Other than that, let me see. Then there is the fusion of accounts, account merge, that's how they called it, that you're going to be able to merge your accounts. I think that's amazing for people that have accounts in both, on all the platforms. You're going to be able to fuse your accounts, merge your accounts. That's going to be good. Yeah. Including the Tanagen. I just took notes, and then I'm reading my notes and talking about it. The last thing that I forgot to mention about the Archon shards is that we're going to be having to farm stuff. Duviri launched, we had to farm stuff in Duviri to use, and the Whispers in the Wall is going to be the same thing. We're going to have to farm some stuff there to use with our shards. The last thing that there was on the Devstream was actually a part about Warframe that, as I said in the other channel, and I said for this channel, I don't give a shit for now.